You know, it may sound simple, but loving yourself is so important. And our insider says unconditional love and acceptance of who you are can help you work through even the most difficult times of your life. Take a look.
How do you become a loving parent to your pain? And how do you learn how to love, not like, but love, unconditionally accept the most
Okay, so that's a big question.
Yourself. Yeah.
Because I tell my kids a lot, and I've said it to our viewers, you know, look in the mirror and love what you see. And I live by that.
Yes.
And I'm not a perfect person. I have major flaws. I always write down my assets and my liabilities, and there are many liabilities. I am fully aware of them, starting with the fact that I'm extremely loud. But that being said, how do you love yourself more? If you don't feel that, look in the mirror and love what you see.
Right. Well, I think it's coming back to seeing, a lot of people think of love as an extreme form of like. And it's not. Love is like an open hand. It's unconditional acceptance. It's not pushing something away, and it's not holding on to something. If you love somebody, you're not like, oh, I need to hold you close to me. You let them be who they are. You accept who they are. And the same goes for your uncomfortable feelings. And the majority of this book is trying to really understand this half-empty part, right? Is understanding what's going on in this space and how do I not only understand it, see it clearly, know it, but be unconditionally loving and accepting of it. And as a result, it dissipates. As a result, the glass fills up, right? But it's not filling it up with more of like, positive, you gotta go, 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 go. It's no, the more I accept myself, the more I love myself, the more confident I become, because then what I know that who I am is both amazing and growing.
Absolutely.
And this part is where we grow.
We have a graphic of some ways to cope with these feelings. Let's show our viewers and chime in on these if we may. Accepting feelings. Embrace your feelings.
So essentially, when you think of this glass half full, half empty, I think that it's a very important distinction to understand that different people deal with their feelings differently. And I think that there's kind of two extremes, and you can see where you land. And it's not always every moment the same way, right? But some people tend to be in this optimist, go positive, go get 'em place, which I call myself a recovering perfectionist, because this is where I've always hung out, and I did a good job avoiding this whole part of myself. So that's where it comes into play, and that's why those are the types of people that I work mostly with.
And when you say avoiding, if you don't mind my interrupting,
yeah, of course.
That means you kind of just pushed to the side and realized, okay, this is my negative, and I'm just not going to concentrate on it.
And it's not worth it. And there's kids starving in Africa, so I shouldn't feel upset about this silly thing, because there's a lot of justification for why it's not of value.
Okay.
And I think the important thing to realize is, yes, it is true that relative to other pains that exist, it may not be as severe, but it's still yours. And it's still your inner experience, and by not being kind to it, not loving it, and taking care of it, you're adding more to it. And so coming back to those different diagram, whatever.
Let's go back to that graphic. Absolutely. Let's do that for Jasmine. And it was embracing your feelings. Pause and breathe. That's a good one.
Well, but essentially the thing is that some people hang out in the glass half full, right? So like I said, this is the type of people that I mostly work with. This is probably where I hang out. But then there's some people who hang out in half empty and woe is me and everything sucks, and they can never see the bright side of things, right? There's the optimist and the pessimist, right? And so there's different strategies depending on who you are. Because if you're always in the half full part, to become the glass, you need to start embracing the pain. But if you're always in the pain, you need to learn the skills that all these optimists have. And so it's different, because some people who are always stuck in the pain need to learn how to see the bigger picture and to realize that, yes, like your pain, there are joys, there are things you can be grateful for, there are bigger ways to see it. Right.
Exactly.
But equally, for those of us who are always seeing the ways that we can be grateful, it's important to hang out in the muck a little bit.
And I think it's important. We're going to drink some more water. Go ahead, drink some water. I cleaned it for her, just so everybody knows. It's also important to take that happiness and spread it to others as well. So how do you say we spread happiness and positivity to others as well?
Well, I often don't think, and again, this kind of recovering high achiever and the addiction that we all have to this happiness and joy thing, I think that the question in itself creates a little of a challenge, in that there's an assumption that we're supposed to just get happiness and joy out. To me, it's how do we spread the love? How do we spread the real, true acceptance of our humanity and to be able to see people. I think that we often objectify other humans, that we turn people into one-dimensional. Oh, well, that person is that race, or that person is an immigrant, or that person is whatever. All these ways in which they're just one version of themselves, a one-dimensional object. And the idea is, how do we love and accept and see the fullness and the humanness and the duality of everybody? And the better we are at doing it for ourselves, the better we can be at doing it for others.
That is so true. Of course, they say laughter is very contagious. I love to laugh. I laugh so much at myself. I'm always poking fun at myself because I just don't care. Who cares? So we have a story of an elderly couple. This is so cute. Have you seen this before?
No.
All right. This video of them playing the piano went viral, making more than 6 million people smile. Let's watch this.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's great to be here. You know, we're lucky to be any place at our age. What we're going to do here for a little while is have a little fun with music, you know?
Marlo and Frances Cowan are at Mayo Clinic giving an encore performance of an impromptu duet that went viral on the internet. People all over the globe watched it.
It's just amazing to us how we could reach over 6 million people just doing a little piano duet.
YouTube, well, yeah, whatever that thing was, we had no idea what that was. We still don't know what it is. We play together and we pray together and we have fun together.
I think God has a sense of humor.
Dr. Paul Takahashi is a fan of the Cowans. He says they've got it right. Happiness, being active, and staying connected help you live longer.
The Cowans have very positive energy. People with positive tend to do just a little bit better overall in life, and that's actually been studied. And you know, people tend to live a little longer, definitely live a little better if you're positive.
Being positive, happy, and active as you age will certainly help you meet people and make friends, but it's also good for your body and brain. It keeps your brain in shape by activating brain cells called neurons, and it improves blood flow, which is good for your blood vessels, muscles, and organs.
Any of you people know anything about love?
Love and laughter in the Lord. That's what the Cowans say has kept them going through decades of marriage.
When was it? Oh, geez, what was it? When was it? I don't know what it was. It was a long time ago, 62 years ago.
And through all those years, they've spread that joy, and in the process have made millions of people smile.
Thank you.
You know, that is so true. Love, laughter, and just being positive creates a happy life. And we hope we've left you happy today with this show.